Thank you. Mr. DJ saved my life. Thank you. I hope you are enjoying your menu. The buffet, there is still more. The kitchen is still very, very buoyant. Again, the strategy can still resume its place. So please, may we call on you to please do your comments and or observations. You want me to bring the microphone or you come forward here? I prefer that you come here so that everybody can have a glare at you. Please put your hands together for him. We want to have a glimpse of you again. You look very yellow, black, and cool.
Well, I thank you very much for this recognition. Different from where I am now. Having said that, I want to say that Nigerians, yes, we like to talk a lot. Nigerians, if you give Nigerians, days to speak, they will really speak for long. And I have also noticed that almost every Nigerian, I have also noticed that almost every Nigerian points the finger at others. No Nigerian has really come out to take responsibility for the situation of things. We like to pontificate. We like to, look at things as though we are very remote from, the problems on ground. But whereas I believe that almost every Nigerian that has served in public institution has been part of the problem that we all complain about today. I believe they've not been able to do much to be able to reverse the situation. Again, no matter the beautiful prose, no matter the way we speak, the sophistries and demagogues, if we do not address the system that we run, we will remain where we are. We'll keep speaking English. We'll leave this place. Our children will take over. Their children will take over. And that is how it will be. We must address the system, the reason why we are where we are. Now, let me give a scenario. Take Germany, France, the UK entirely, Spain, the Netherlands, Italy, Portugal. Put them together and forcibly make them one country and make them to practice unitary system of government. Their situation will be far worse than what we have in Nigeria. You cannot have people who are disparate, who are different, who have been living differently from themselves for centuries, if not thousands of years. You cannot have them forcibly put together, creating them into one country, and they start having the unitary system that we have in Nigeria. They're always going to have problems. We all the ethnicities making up Nigeria, have different ideas of what the true North is. Everybody, some say the North is this way. Others will say, no, the North is this way. Others will say, no, the North is this way. And you have all of these people piloting the affairs of the country. When you have a system where those who pilot the affairs do not agree on one thing, on the way to go, you are going to have a rudderless ship. And that is what we have in Nigeria. Many people have not been able to identify this. But I'm saying this so that we have people who are in the House of Rep here. We have people who are aspiring to go to the House of Rep, for instance, or the Senate. These are the things we should be discussing. We cannot continue with the system that we have and expect that magic will happen. I want to say that we must go back to the earlier days of creative rivalry, where we could say, where entities, component entities, existed as countries within a country. So the component entities could develop, could identify where their true north is and chart their own course towards that north. So, for instance, the north could say, oh, we want Sharia for ourselves, and we'll implement Sharia system for us. The western region could say, oh, we are going to operate a secular system. At the time, nobody knew the difference between Islam and Christianity in the western region. It was about development, and that was why they could build the first television station in Africa, the first library, the first this, first that, and first that. And there were developments along the line. And there were healthy competitions, healthy rivalry among the various regions. So we must go back to where we make the component entities to be strong enough to exist on their own. What do I mean by this? We must refrigerate Nigeria. What they call refrigeration. We must refrigerate Nigeria We cannot continue in this unitary system. We cannot continue with a system where somebody who burns alcohol, for instance, in Sokoto or Kano, and they destroy bottles of beer, alcohol, and the rest, and they share from the VAT from the sale of alcohol. It doesn't make sense. I think this is the only country where that is done. We cannot do that. Let people develop at their own pace. If people believe that camel is the best means of transportation for them, all fair and good. So those of us who believe that information is the best for us, then we can gravitate towards the areas where they choose information as the super highway for development. So those are the things. Structure, very essential. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very great speech there. Federating autonomous states contributing to the center. Not the center having all the El Dorado and dictating and keep sharing money to the different states. We now call, not probably, very, very emphatically, the House of Rep member was going to speak. He was going to do a keynote, brief one, before he stepped out to do some other matters. It's the reason we brought in some other speakers to fill in the gap. Also, the Lion Bar Chair is also going to do some footnoting of speeches. So please, may we call on the House of Rep member, Honorable Ogbede Hammer, to please do us a little pep talk.
Thank you very much. Let me humbly acknowledge the administrator